Instead of sitting and doing nothing, let's go start off a project somewhere inside the building. So a bit of time ago, I kind of sorted out this area. This is a lot nicer now. And I figured, why not continue? Up top. So guys, the end goal of this area. The end goal would be storage, mostly. Currently, we're not sure, but maybe we'll build a couple of rooms up here as well. You know, for the kids. They cannot pack them all in one room. But we're not sure about where the storage area will end and where the rooms will start. Still trying to iron that bit out. The current state though will not be the same. I mean, the problem is that there's just so much junk here. The only things that I'm gonna keep up here as of right now is the lumber and maybe some paneling like plywood and stuff like that. Now the current plan of attack is pretty simple. Everything that's not gonna stay up here will go down the hole. Everything that will stay up here, I will temporarily park on this side. Because all of this needs to be emptied. As the floor, it needs to go. Also, I need to re-support the roof. Currently the roof is supported at each point. So these posts, they're all gonna go. And this type of support system, it continued on. But when I built those rooms out, I re-supported the roof with long beams. These types of beams that run to the end of the building. The plan is just continue that support to the very end. And only add vertical supports every 3 meters. Remember guys, when I told you that I wanted to expand the workshop? Engulf this area into that area. Well, basically this video is like part 1 of that project. It's really boring outside. It's much funner in here. But guys, I'm just gonna start throwing crap downhill. And everything antique and interesting, I'm gonna put it on that side. If I find something cool, we'll go over that stuff later. I wonder how much stuff I will get. Hopefully a lot. Oh, you guys thought I was done? Yeah, well, think again, okay? Oh boy. Oh boy. This crap doesn't even fit down the hole anymore. Go away. Woof. I think that's about 70%. There's still stuff up there, but currently I'm not really sure if I'm gonna keep it or throw it away later. But basically this, all of this, it's essentially junk. I don't want it, I don't need it. So I don't really care about this stuff at all. So no point even, well, pointing anything out. It's all junk. I'll probably only keep that pallet. Most likely gonna keep that, but everything else is just, I don't know. Well, basically what I can burn, what I'm allowed to burn, like wood, paper, it's gonna go there, but everything else into the recycle center. And there is a lot of more room here now. All this side is nicely cleared, except for those boards. I'm not really sure where to put them right now. And that side is pretty backed. Pretty backed. But here I kept stuff which might be interesting. And on that side, mostly on this side, I put my cousin's stuff. Yeah, this is not mine to throw away. The guy has said continuously he's gonna pick up his stuff, but you know, he hasn't done it so far. So I'm basically gonna wait like a couple of months. If he doesn't show up, I'm just gonna throw this crap away. I don't want it. Don't need it also. So found a bunch of these empty bottles, jars, that's what they're called. Bunch of empty jars. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with them. I will ask Supermom if she needs them. I assume she's the one who collected them. If she says that she does not need them, then look at the bright side, guys. Later we'll get to smash each and every one of them. Can't wait for that bit. Now sadly there weren't really much interesting objects in this area, but still a couple of items which might be interesting. There's a lot of these books which are really old. I don't know if I'm even supposed to touch them, but maybe we can get some dates, like 1888, some music stuff, I guess. So these are like history pieces, and definitely gonna keep these boxes. Maybe we'll go through them later. I'm not gonna open them up right now. It's kind of a mess. Some more items. I think this was empty maybe. There. Map of Soviet Estonia. Soviet Estonia, guys. I wonder if there's a date on here. 1981. So for those who don't know, Estonia was occupied by the Soviet Union for a short period of time. Not anymore though, luckily. What do we have here? Oh, that's the map of Russia. What is this? Some type of a poster for vodka. Now obviously I saved the Soviet chair family. Cannot let that go to waste. Also found this little Google chair. Check it out. I think this is like handmade by someone. Looks pretty cool. So obviously not gonna throw that away. That is too cool. And there were a lot of these Soviet style lamps. The most were missing parts, but this was the only one which was complete. So I figured I'm gonna keep this. Maybe it will be useful somewhere. But other than that, there's one more item here, I think. Oh, that thing. Sewing machine. Wow, I actually knew the word. I'm pretty sure this even works. But this was a pretty interesting find as well. Sadly, it's quite rusted from the bottom. It was probably sitting outside somewhere. I'm not really 100% sure what this is for. If I had to guess, I think something to do with wine, maybe? You guys probably know more than I do. But one thing's for sure, I'm not gonna throw this away. This is still cool. This is pretty cool. And I also found my grandpa's little drawer or cupboard where he kept his personal things. Not really sure where I put it, but I'm gonna try to find it. Let's see what the old fart was doing. Okay. I think this is mostly like junk. Oh look, cancer casket. Brake chain. We got a shaft seal. It's missing its spring though, so it's useless. Wow, guys, did we just find some bullets? Dude. Crap, don't do that. This way. We found some bullets, guys. That's pretty cool. They're mostly junk though. I'm gonna keep the bullets, definitely. By the way, guys, I found some beaver skin. Feels very oily. 2 pieces here. Anybody wanna buy some nice old flooring boards? I mean, most of them still have their the paint on. I heard that's a huge selling point. But anyway, guys, this side is nicely clear now. You know, I can only do this project in sections. So from that wall up to this point, I can finish this side, then I can nicely sort through that stuff again. Hopefully the cousin has removed his... Yo, I just realized. How is he supposed to remove his stuff? I drew a bunch of wood in the way now. Yeah. I don't care. Whatever, man. So basically once I finish this side, I will go over this stuff again, and whatever I decide to keep will go back on this side. And then we can finish that side. So that's the game plan. Just kind of zigzag back and forth a lot. The first thing that I need to do is most likely re-support the roof. Now, I can only do it in sections as well. So I'm guessing like knock out 3 pieces, install some support, and then a post. And I think I'm gonna use this type of lumber. I think this was 4x8. Yeah, 2 pieces of 4x8 bolted together. This joint though is a bit too long. I'm gonna make it shorter, but I can definitely start off with this piece. So re-support the roof up to this point. Then get this entire floor out of here. Locate where the highest point is and start building a new floor. But first I'm gonna go clear that mess up. The woodworking workshop is kinda occupied right now. I don't think I can use my table saw very good. Really? Man, I wonder how much they will charge me for this crap. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 screws from a single post. I'm definitely buying a Ferrari. Oh man, there was actually pressure there. Roof dropped like this much. So I figured I'm gonna make the joint already down here. It's much easier than doing it up top. And definitely not gonna make the thing $1.4 meters. That is insanely much. Yeah, personally, I think like 50 is totally fine. What do you think? I think 50 is fine. Let's go 50. Okay. 60. 50. Meet in the middle. 55 it is. Dude, trust me, absolutely nobody has time for Japanese woodworking. Nobody in the world has that amount of free time. Actually, I was mistaken. Nobody in the universe has time for that. It looks a bit off. I thought that end was high. Yo, this thing actually stays up. Wow. Just imagine. It's only held in place by 4 bolts. And at the very end, thing doesn't even sag down. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Guys, even if the bark area is so little, still, if you consider using wood inside, just remove it. And those little rascals are just so efficient. Even the tiniest bark caps, they will build kingdoms under it. They're a bunch of a-holes, if you ask me, but you know, that's life. That's just life. By the way, my grandpa was the one who installed these things previously. I think if he did not do that, then this roof probably would have collapsed long time ago. The roof is very big. It has a lot of area. And considering how far in between the supports are, and the supports are not really that thick, and they're just like this much. I think with some heavy snowfall and without the supports, the thing would just pancake in on itself eventually. So I'm really glad he did that. He did save this building, and I'm just kind of trying to pick up, trying to keep his legacy alive, I guess. Oh, so that's how gravity works. Good to know. What a spy. I guess this is not a Soviet chair after all. Goodbye. Tunnin jobu. Ja alumine. Kõver banaan. Oh man, I think it's going great so far. I did change my plans a bit, so not by much, but so instead of having a post after every 3 meters, I'm gonna have it after every 4 meters. I figured if I'm gonna make rooms up here, 4 meters kind of makes more sense. 3 meters is gonna be a very tiny room. So I need to add at least one more because the post will be somewhere here. Oh, by the way, Supermom told me she needs those jars, so we can't break stuff. Sorry guys. I need to put these somewhere. No idea where, there's no room. Yeah, the thing has its smooth swings, but mostly it's pretty level. That one odd spot there. Maybe I can fix that later. Kind of sketchy. To be up here. I'm not really good with heights, but that's not relevant. Fear is not important. But guys, that thing over there, if you're thinking about getting one, what are you still doing here? Get the crap to the store. Get one. These things are just amazing. They're so useful. They are just so useful. I know they cost like $700, but man, go sell a kidney or something. It is worth it. But anyway, that side is nicely sorted. All I just need to do is add a couple of posts. Oh, by the way, I found a couple of useless items. We can nicely break these later. Gotta keep that excitement up. But in order to install some posts, I think I'm just gonna remove all these boards now. Then I need to install some sub-framing. And finally, on top of that sub-framing, we can do some post material. Now these boards, mostly they're older and bog less. I would say maybe like 80% of them are good. But then we got these birch boards, which are filled with bugs. So gotta get rid of them. Sadly, everything here is nailed down. So I won't be able to buy my second Lamborghini. Or was it a Ferrari? I already forgot. Yo, I wonder what the bugs are thinking. The bug activity has gone downwards now. It usually peaks around June. And I think the new eggs have been laid. So the old family kind of moves out, and next year the new critters, I don't know, spawn in. Well, they're gonna have a rude awakening, that's for sure. It's like when you have a hangover and wake up in some random stupid location and you have no idea where you're at. White the meatball. That. Guys, wanna see something interesting? How much that wall has moved out, actually. Trust me, man, it's a lot. So this much. Actually, this log needs to be here. When I first laid my hands on this building, half of it was about to collapse. I think somewhere from there, the walls were just pushed outwards. But I had to pull some sketchy ass moves to get this sorted. And this is kind of a side effect of that sketchiness. It's not in any danger of collapse, but from the bottom you can also see it's pretty far out. Yet the log is so long that it reaches about this far. So it's still contacted fully inside the wall. That's not the problem. It just kind of looks weird. It's like when my cousin secured the scaffolding around the old chimney with a bunch of Torx screws. Then he used Phillips heads. It's gonna mix everything up, and I was the one who was supposed to dismantle the thing. What a great day. I think that was the day I started using cocaine. By the way, guys, I always wondered how am I gonna clean this floor? Never in a million years I thought I'm gonna clean it like this. By just removing the floorboards. And dumping all the crap downstairs. Boy, I'm gonna feel sorry for the guy who's gonna clean that up. Sucks to be him. Now, I am aware that this wire is not glass, but dude, it's almost glass, so that's good enough for me. So much crap. And what is this, like 1/4? Not even, maybe 1/5. So guys, the cabin. So most likely most of you have already forgot about this building, but I still do intend to continue it. You know, those cousin people of mine, they nicely cleared out their stuff now, so potentially I can continue the cabin project. And actually the next thing I wanted to do was the ceiling. Currently it has some type of a subfloor or something similar that I'm ripping out from the main house. But there is a major difference. This is 100% alder. There is no spruce or pine in this area. And well, when you're just kind of standing there, you cannot hear anything. It is just pure, absolute silence. Such a great feeling. But anyway, the next thing that I actually wanted to do in this building was the ceiling. And I've been kind of thinking what to finish it with. I'm just gonna use those boards. Just run them through a planer and get the bark off. And have a nice live edge ceiling. I think that would look great. Basically something like this. Only this is not live edge, this is straight edge. But I guess you kind of get the picture. Now this is also made out of my homemade lumber. And the bottom pieces are alder, while the top pieces are birch. I think it works. At this cabin at least. I think it looks pretty good. But you know, I have to sort them out first. I am about 99% sure that the alder does not contain any bugs. But maybe you guys can confirm this. I think alder should be pretty much bug free. I got a great idea. I'm gonna burn all these suckers at the sauna. That way I can enjoy the sauna and also know that these suckers are burning. This is the only proper way to get rid of them. Gonna grill some box tonight. Cannot wait for that bit. Dude, I hate this part. Not good. That is not good. About to get screwed soon. Võta mulle ka üks palk. Dude, I'm gonna break this trailer in half. Not a good idea. This is not a good idea. Ära jebina. Oh man, I need to cover that crap up. That was some insane workout. Well, at least I got most of the lumber there. I think a couple of pieces still remain somewhere at the bottom, but I don't think I need them anyway. This should be more than enough to finish both sides. But anyway guys, I think I can do the post support now. I don't think I have anything in the way. Seems to be pretty open. Well, this needs to go definitely, and then that is maybe. That's a maybe, I'm not really sure. Gonna remove this row as well. Probably gonna get in the way. This is already like 5, so that there is definitely higher. I just need to find the highest spot. That means the least amount of work for me. And actually this point here seems to be the highest. That is definitely the highest point by far. It's like 7 centimeters higher than the next highest point. And about 30 centimeters higher than the lowest point. That's how they built these buildings. They didn't really measure anything. But I'm guessing there was like a forest here, and they just kind of dropped trees in a pile, and the end result was a building. Damn. That looks pretty good. Now I just gotta continue. How exciting. What is this crap? Oh yeah. Tighter than my underpants. Dude, do I even need 4 here? I think 2 is fine. No need to overdo it. Definitely tighter than my underpants. Sometimes I wonder, why do I take so huge projects? And then I realize I'm bored. Good enough explanation for me. Bunch of puzzle pieces. It doesn't actually reach that low. It's kinda just barely. Okay. Wow, actually not half bad. I was pretty sure they're gonna be missing mine. But nope. Not bad. Right in the middle. Right on the money. So guys, yeah, go sell a liver and buy that thing. Extremely worth it. Basically like a couple of items left to do. Then we can take that, all that work we did on that side, just kind of copy and paste on this side. But the couple of items remaining are two posts. One will be somewhere here, and the second one will be somewhere there. Dude, the other is a lot heavier than mine. It's actually about 30% stronger than mine as well, because it's denser, but it doesn't do so well with bend tests. Oh, and the thing is notoriously unstable. Now Alder really likes to twist and warp during the drying process. So I was thinking I'm either gonna put it on top or just make a notch in there. I think it's gonna look better if I do that notch thing. Although it's gonna remove some strength, I think it will be worth it. Now grinding alder bark off with a simple fiber disc, extremely inefficient for some reason. The disc just kind of goes bad very fast. I'm not really sure why, but I think it has something to do with the content of the bark on alder. It's different. It works for a couple of minutes and then it just starts burning the wood. Doesn't sand anymore. was easy. Oh, there's a problem up there. What is Mozilla doing? Definitely need to get rid of that edge. Just didn't think this through. I cannot install it as is. At least I don't think so. Plus this is way off. There needs to be somewhere there. Then it should fit. I think in order to install it like this, I need to start from that end first. Not with that. Kinda messed up. But it's not a big deal. Oh man, all there is stuff, tomato. What are you talking about, guys? I don't see any crack. That's just a wood boner. The wood is excited to be in the building. Well, at least it's not a banana. It's just propeller mode. Amazing how the thing has just split so violently. Full circle. I think I can still use it though. Gonna look great. Told you I'm gonna fit this thing here. There you go, guys. Doesn't this look a lot better than that? Clearly more room. That's number one. I'm guessing a bit stronger as well, because that piece basically it ties the entire roof together. But you know, this also works. This is not a bad idea. Now maybe some of you guys know this, but I made a little boo-boo here. I realized this issue once I made the first cut, and then there was no backing out. So I should have made the notch on this side, because right now this piece is kind of holding zigzag mode. The grain goes like that, and don't get in my way, man. Grain goes like that. So potentially this area can just kind of snap. Now this thing won't fall down with the roof because this piece will still hold. It's just that I created an unnecessary structural weak point. I could try to reinforce this, like put a plate here or something, but I think it's not necessary. Maybe. I'm not sure. Should try to avoid that. Sometimes I just kind of grab the chainsaw, do a bunch of cuts, and 2 hours later start thinking, what the crap did I just do? It's annoying, but it just kind of keeps happening. But anyway, so all the work that I did on this side, I have to do on that side as well. And then I can finally remove the middle boards, and in the end, I can remove every floor support. I'm guessing like 2 or 3 days of work, at least. But you know what? The work is pretty straightforward. Let's just do a quick time lapse and then figure out the next step. Hopefully I won't end up down there somewhere. Really? That's it? I was starting to like this wrap. Okay. It's gonna be tight. I'm starting to think maybe this was not such a good idea after all. Guys, I see this as an absolute win. Betting I can fit more there. Wow. What a freaking mess. Well, at least that looks nice. So much open space now. Kind of sketchy though. Step on that, and there, that. Hold my balance, I guess. Well, at least half of it looks nice. The other half is a complete catastrophe. I don't even want to do it. This was a lot of work. A lot of annoying work. Now there's nothing to hold on. Hold on to that. But guys, I really like it how it looks. It's just a lot more space. A lot more open area. And it would really be cool if I had the other side pretty much similar. Now, I think this roof support will do a pretty good job. I mean, the 4x10 piece of lumber up there will probably hold it pretty well. And the posts are 6x6s. So it should hold, man. This setup should hold pretty well. I was also thinking maybe I should install some diagonals. For example, a diagonal going from here to there, and also a extra beam between the two. But maybe it's not necessary. The roof should be pretty stable at this point. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. There is a lot of cleanup down here that I need to do. I wish I had like a giant hole in the center of the room. Somewhere where I could push the dirt in. But it needs to be at least 10 miles deep in order to serve my lifetime. So I'm not doing that hole. Excellent support. I'm gonna get rid of these things now. For the time being, they're not required. So I'm just gonna get rid of them. I mean, look at that guy over there. Look where it landed. So much for me collecting screws. Got video evidence, guys. Screws are not crap. Screws should break pretty easily, but those don't wanna break. Yo, will this mess thing ever end? It's kind of starting to get old. By the way, we have a problem now. I mean, I have a problem. But it's fine, I'm gonna fix it. So this log. I don't think you can build a floor up there unless you wanna water bed type floor. So I need to support that log. It's just too long. There's no support in the center. It's probably hollow inside as well. Whatever. So I'm gonna go quickly through this pile. I can still use this lumber. Only the pieces which look really gnarly. Gonna cut up the firewood. For example, that one there is completely worthless. But these 2x4s, you should be fine. And there's some 2x6s there as well. I was really low on those. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this pile and then basically just kind of cocaine mode through the floor. It sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Man, that hole would be a great idea right about now. 10 miles, dude. That is huge. Boy, that cleanup kind of reminded me when I was working on the roof. When I replaced the entire roof of this building. What a crap job that was. Dude, I don't even want to remind myself. That was just insane. This entire roof, I did solo. Nobody helped me with this. Just kind of soloed the entire thing. And it took me about 5 weeks of non-stop work. My entire vacation went to this. But formally, this building actually had these shingles. Basically, that's like this wooden roof. Very thin, tiny planks. Usually out of birch. And they kind of overlap each other. It looks amazing, but it only lasts like 20 or 30 years. So some 40 to 50 odd years ago, that shingle roof kind of went south, and my grandpa put that Soviet crap on it. This thing. So my grandpa did the entire roof with that thing. And guess what? The guy at about 86 died of lung cancer. He was also a heavy smoker, so maybe the asbestos was fighting the smoke. But who won? I don't know. The end result was the same. Gramps died. But anyway. So when I was taking the grandpa's roof off, the asbestos roof, I realized that the sneaky bastard did not remove the shingle roof. He kind of nailed the asbestos roofing on top of the shingle roof. Obviously that meant I have to remove the shingle roof as well. So guys, you want to guess how many chainsaw chains I went through in order to complete this roof? I can honestly say I have no idea. But it was a lot. Probably like 100,000 nails, which I had to go through. But going back to the cleanup part, it basically looked like what you just saw, only 10 times worse. But not only in this area, but actually around the building. From start to finish. It was so bad. Luckily, I did not do the cleanup. Super mom and super aunt was the ones who mostly cleaned up the crap. I am so grateful that they did that for me. Maybe I can even throw some pictures for you guys. So, took me a while, but I did find a couple of pictures for you guys. This was kind of in the middle of demolishing the roof part. Just getting the cancer roofing off the building and then trying to access the bottom shingle grab. But I had to cut everything away, even the bottom supports. Everything was just filled with nails. I did not want to leave that crap there. It was one thing climbing up there and chainsawing away from dusk till dawn, but another thing cleaning all that crap up later. But anyway guys, I think I figured out a way to support this log. Like a rubber band. Oh man, I hope this will work. I know guys. I just finished cleaning and now I'm doing this. I know, I am on the same boat with you. The boat called RMS What the Hell. no Mr. Wobbly anymore. Gonna throw a bunch of more screws there though. But anyway guys, this is about it. I think I achieved everything I wanted to achieve for this video. So we got the bug infested subfloor nicely removed from this area. And I got the roof re-supported at least up to that point. Now this is still nowhere near finish. Currently I don't even know what the finish is. It's still kinda up for debate, hanging in the air somewhere. But I'm just kind of wildly guessing here. The end goal would most likely be to build a couple of rooms up there for gates, leave this area open, and here will be like a little kitchen, little living room, and maybe some middle room with a staircase upstairs. At least that's the current plan. Those seem to change for some reason. It's kind of getting old. Now, what I need to do next, probably copy paste what I did on this side, but only on that side. Addition to this one thing, which I think is a really good idea. So we want to install some type of fire blocking wall. Basically the idea is to separate that side from that side with a freaking concrete wall. Some blocks, perhaps, concrete blocks. Because this side will be primarily workshop area, so a lot of sparks and stuff and crap like that. And that side of the building will be the living side, apart from the center piece. This little tunnel will be like a buffer zone. So I thought it would be a good idea to build like a fire blocking wall to separate the two. Now I'm not planning to go through the roof with the wall. I've seen these really old buildings where the brick wall kind of extends through the roof. Cool and all, but I'm not planning to do that. I'm gonna go as close to the roof panel as possible. I'm probably just gonna stop with the tarp. Just kind of tiny little gap there. I'm gonna leave that. I think it's still better than nothing. Definitely better than this. The thing is though, we don't currently know where the wall will be. We'll do options basically. It's kinda gonna be here. Just gonna go from here to there to up there. Or it's gonna be on this side of the door. Like that. Yeah, currently not sure. We're gonna still debating that. Personally, I don't care really, but maybe I would prefer it to be there. I mean, if you put it here, then we're gonna only have one room upstairs. How are you supposed to fit 3 little devils in a single room? That's just not happening. That is just asking for trouble. So I think we need at least 2 rooms up there. One will have her own room and the other 2 can fight over the last piece. Don't care who wins. But as for this one, I'm gonna wrap it up. See you guys soon.